Happy Monday, everybody. Birthday boy. Lord made me mention it. Sun's gone in, but we are back at work and enjoying working on the Porsche. What a better way to spend my birthday than working on old cars. So yeah, we're on the 944 S2. Quite a way to go still with the metal work, but we've done a lot of bodywork prep. We've removed old filler, removed surface rust. We have done some filler work as well. So we've done the surface prep. So today we're going to seal it with some epoxy primer. This quarter panel was completely full of filler. Very wavy, and there's a big dent there, one there, another one here. So it's going to need some more metal work at another stage, but we want to get all these bare metal areas covered in some epoxy primer. There's another dent there. Obviously we're going to be putting seals and lower quarters in. But yeah, just wanted to give you an update, show you where we're at with it. The majority of the body has been rubbed down and the initial prep has been done. Yeah, we have found some hidden surprises like we always do. Mainly poorly repaired panels with filler. The rust was further than what you could see. So yeah, it's been keeping us busy. This this wing's all been repaired because again that had been filled badly and little to no panel beating been done. So that's already repaired. We've got bits to sort out on the wing bottoms. Obviously the bottom of this wing, lower quarter, all the usual places. But yeah, thought we'd show you before we lay some epoxy primer down on it. Done a repair here, some of the smaller bits. So yeah, it's coming on really well. Right, we've got a bit of a heavy bit of damage on this transit van. Believe it or not, this is a factory swage line, but it's in around sort of this dogleg section, and then above here you can see that the moulding is sitting really funny as well. So we're going to start by unclipping the moulding. I'm then going to go in the back and we're going to work it with a hammer and dolly to get the panel straight first. And then we may or may not end up using the pin puller to straighten out the final bit of the panel damage. Right, afternoon everybody. I'm making a start on the repairs on the Triumph Stag. So I just want to talk through a little bit about the stage that the car's at and what we've got planned next. Obviously the car has been completely chemically dipped to remove any coatings, sealers, paint, filler, and then obviously it's stripped through all of the rust. It has obviously left elements of rust where patches are overlapped, and as you can see it is going surface rusty very quickly. That is just purely down to moisture in the air, so whether it's cold, hot, or even the sweat off your hands.
but the customer on this occasion has decided to have it re-dipped once all the metal work's done, and then the e-coat will be put on. So that has its positives. So any contaminants will then be removed, and then once all the new metal's in, all of the metal will then be stripped clean once more. But yeah, it does make for a little bit of worrying viewing seeing all this surface rust. But I can assure you it will be re-dipped and then e-coated at a later date. You can see how quickly it's forming back in the boot well here. These are areas that are slightly pitted, so they will draw the rust very, very quickly. Also helps make decisions with the customer about how much they want cutting out, because there are some areas which are very finely pitted that you could well leave once coated properly. I've decided to start in the boot purely because the repairs in there are pretty disgusting, and there's quite a few in this section. It's quite complex. I just wanted to show you the previous repairs. I mean, this one I'm going to get hammer and chisel under because it's not attached. There's very little weld around it, but I will carefully cut that out, and then we'll start the process of reforming these sections to be welded back in. Same here, this has been overplated and there's holes still remaining. There. We're going to spend a majority of time just removing repairs at this stage, cleaning back the metal to start making new sections. Obviously that bit somehow didn't completely evaporate in the dipping process, but that section needs removing. Another plate in there. And I have noticed that somehow this is taking a beating, so this is going to need to be panel beated out as well. So yeah, lots to get on with. This is a good starting point, and then we'll just work our way through the car. There's not a particular area on this car where it's lost any strength. Now, if say the inner seals were severely rotten or the floors were severely rotten, you would brace the shell and start at them points first. But on this occasion, it is solid in the structural points, strong enough that we don't need to start on a specific area, if that makes sense. So this is where I've decided. So I'll get cleaning these welds up and we'll show you a further update. Right, this repair, if that's what you can call it, was in there like that, and I actually managed to remove that with a hammer and chisel. So one, that shows that the weld's never penetrated the metal, well, the shell of the car, because they've come off. But this also shows why you shouldn't overplate rust, because the rust is still there. It's still completely trapped in within the car. The repair panel, if we want to call it that, has started to go rusty. There's no strength in there whatsoever. But obviously people cut these corners because there's a level of work there now that actually needs to be made out of 3 sections. So the tub, the floor, and the rear bulkhead, if you like. And obviously they had these factory holes, so they should be put back in. But that's why not to overplay. Right, this repair on this occasion has had loads of weld put on there. So I've decided on this one to cut the majority of it out with a 1mm cutting disc, and then grind the rest of the weld down with a belt sander. I'm hoping now to just break this off. Removed. The reason I done it this way instead of just cutting it all out is I wanted to keep some of the original shape in place for now, so I can form it back to original. So that's how I decided to remove it this time, same as the last repair. Welded over rust, no treatment or paint, so it's rusting out already. Happy Thursday everyone. Don't know where this week's gone, but we've been extremely busy. Lots of variety at the workshop, so I thought we'd do a bit of an update. An update on the weather. The sun's just breaking through the clouds. Had the odd little shower, but it's been mostly quite nice today, apart from a cold start. But yeah, we've just got some Yaris panels, Toyota Yaris panels that are ready for collection. We've also got a front cross member that we've done as well. They're all looking really nice out in the sun. And then we've got Transit Custom in for a repair on the side. It was stoved in here and the body moulding wasn't sitting flush. On these customs there's actually a factory crease there, so we've had to repair it whilst avoiding that and leaving that there. It's just a retail job, and then we found a little dent there that wasn't part of the original job, but I'm going to do that anyway, as well as one there in fact. So yeah, that's very nearly ready for paint now. We have been working on this Triumph Stag, starting to dissect all of the patches in the boot. I think we're 3 down so far. This one wasn't really welded in, but the other ones look like they've been welded in with an arc welder, so that one's been removed. And then slowly removing these. It's amazing the amount of rust it holds in, so even though it's been dipped, look at it's just compacted rust in the corners. But yeah, I'm just carefully taking these patches out for the moment to keep the factory lines in place. Also got more going on Mitch's van. Laura's just flattened this last skimmer filler, well, say last, only skimmer filler on there, and that is not too far away now, so that's looking really good. Making the lines like factory, getting the correct radius, and then we'll get that into primer. So yeah, lots going on, lots of variety, that's how we like it. So I thought we'd show you what we've been up to. Right, today we are working on the near side rear boot corner of the Stag. This side's a lot worse than the other side, so I've cut out the worst of it, so I thought I'd do a bit of an update. So this was that section there which had been overplated, but also as you can see there's actually a piece overplated over the back edge. There's a piece of angle under there that would have to come out. This being the corner, look at the state of that. There you go, you can see the rest of that piece of angle. This was welded both sides with the rust sandwiched in, and a piece going down there. So we're just at the point now, we're assessing now. I'll be talking to the customer and see if he would prefer to put a boot floor in at this stage. The amount of hours fabricating all of these sections up, there's about 5 or 6 quite big areas. And with the boot floor fairly simple to remove, we can drill the spot welds out and put a complete panel. Then that will just leave us to concentrate on the tubs that need repairing. So yeah, that's where we're at. Just thought we would keep you up to date.
Morning everybody, happy Saturday. We're at work and we're working on the old barge, the Ford Sierra. I was adamant this week, well this Saturday, I was definitely going to work on one of our own projects. And yeah, worst part of this car is the seals. yeah, it's pretty solid other than that, but the inner seal is a bit of a mess. So I've done some initial cuts, but I'm going to give it a bit more of a clean up this morning and start making up some templates for some metal to go back in. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys that I'm actually making a start on it. And then going to head over to Caffeine and Machine. I always get the name wrong, but yeah, we're going to head over to the newest one over in, I think, Bedford. So looking forward to going over there and get a bit of food later on, and hope everyone has a good weekend. Right, we're going to repair the bumper of this Sierra. Yeah, someone's repaired it at home in the past, and you can see that they've just brush painted it. They've put filler over cracks, but they've not actually repaired it, and these bumpers are proving quite hard to find. So we're going to refurb it. We're going to show you how, if you're doing something like this at home, how you can tidy up your bumpers. We started by blowing off a load of the paint that wasn't even stuck. So yeah, we're going to remove it, and then we'll show the process of how to make it lovely again. Right, I've cleaned back some of the metal. There's so many little bits and pieces that need making up. This thicker gauge piece here, majority of it's good, but where it'd been welded badly before, I'm going to put a little section in there. This inner lip is rusted away. This lower seal lip is rusty. But also the rust does extend past this B-pillar support. And I definitely don't want to remove all that because it's so good and strong. So I'll just show you from the inside. I'll repair it so far, and then I'll be putting a little section in from the inside. You can just about see the extent of it there. It's a little bit thin there. And obviously the sealer's parting, so we'll obviously clean this sealer out and check it for strength along there. But it may well be that I end up having to put a section from this side as well. Just not the end of the world, but just wanted to explain my reasons for doing so, really.